What up, y'all? The Jeff Wilson here, and today on Jeff Does What, we got the Creality Falcon2 Pro. Hold on one second. Okay, so what it is, you watched me unbox and put the Creality Falcon2 Pro together here a few weeks ago. Well, this right here is the 40 watt or the 22 watt. This is their new 60 watt, but it has a lot of stuff in it that you might not expect. The first thing we're going to get into is the size. This right here is that 60 watt, and there is that 40 watt. Now, not just that, there's the comparison of the 22 watt. Big difference. Now, you might ask, Jeff, why did you go for the bigger 60 watt? Well, it's not just that I wanted more power. Nothing wrong with that. If you look on here, we actually have precise, normal, and powerful. And a little button right there. So with this unit, we're able to channel the 22 watt, 40 watt, or all 60 watts. That way we can get the power we want and need without having to change over to other modules. Now, if you are needing something for that really fine detail, they do have that 1.6 watt diode that also comes with that 60 watt, so you can do the pictures that you're wanting to engrave and still keep all that detail all in one unit. Now, if you're wanting to see how we put this together, we do have a video, one of these corners up there. You can click on where we put this unit together right here. Now, with this new 60 watt Creality Falcon2 Pro, for the most part, compared to the original, a lot of it's still the same. We have our camera for light burn. We have our nice grading material in here, which I definitely like over honeycomb, just for it makes it a lot easier to clean out when stuff gets down off in there. And speaking of cleaning out, we still have our clean out drawer right there. And of course, like I said, we got our safety key, we got our safety stop, we got our SD slot, we have air, everything you're wanting from a nice enclosed laser. Like I said, it's exhausted out. We have it exhausted out of our building. That way we're not getting smoke and everything all in here, so we're not breathing whatever. It has the nice red protective covering, so you don't have to wear safety glasses while this is running as well. Now, as we look at the top of this laser module, you'll see this button right here. Right now, it is set on precise. Now it's on normal. And now we got powerful. That is right there how you change to 3 different settings on here, all with a simple press of a button right there. So you're talking 22 watts, 40 watts, and then 60 watts, all from one little press right there. Hey, before we get into the next part of this video, hit that subscribe button if you're not subscribed, and like this video. Check this out. Alright, so for this first test, I have some 1/2 inch hardwood that we're going to be running through here and see if we get this on one pass. Well, that didn't go as planned. I was trying to do this open and the smoke set off the fire sensor. So you can see one of their safety options that they have on here. Also at the same time, it shows you how powerful these lasers can be when you're cutting something like this. Because like I said, that is 60 watts of power right there. The amount of smoke it produced. Set this off. I'm gonna go on and shut the lid. That way we can get a good vacuum with pulling the smoke off and hopefully not set that fire sensor off. All right, now that we got past our flame up incident, showing you some of the safety stuff that's on there. One pass. Now, we do have a little bit of charring on there, but that's bound to happen. I mean, that's some thick wood you're trying to do in one pass. Do I recommend that? No. You can do several passes, which put a lot less stress on that, but you can still get that nice, deep, strong cut with this. Like I said, one pass, that's pretty good. Like I said, I don't even think my big CO2 over there likes doing this in one pass. This handled it no problem once we got past that. Got something to suck the smoke out a lot quicker. I did have to hook up a bit, more powerful fan for that, because the stock one, it pulls the smoke away, but it wasn't strong enough to pull enough out with the amount of smoke this wood was producing. Now this laser is supposed to be able to cut through some nice thick acrylic. Now unfortunately I don't have any more of the thick stuff. I've used it all testing out my other Creality machines in here. So I'm going to take a few pieces of 1/4 inch acrylic and I'm going to glue these together real well with some Top Bond, Star Bond, and then we're going to try to cut through these and see how the outcome is. Alright, so we have this all glued up, 3 pieces. We're looking at about 17-18 millimeters thick. So let's get this on this machine and let us do its thing. Like I said, now with this being acrylic, I am going to have this lid down because I don't want to smoke this out again, and I don't want to be smelling acrylic for the rest of the day. All right, this acrylic didn't stand a chance. You see, we cut through 3 layers of this acrylic like it was nothing. Now I did have my speed set at 100% power and 5% speed on this. I probably could have actually went a little faster on there, and we almost got another flame up sensor to go off because I left the paper on here and that paper did start shooting out flames, and I was surprised it didn't, but luckily it was moving fast enough where it didn't set that sensor off again. So all was good there. Let's try another job real quick. Well, unfortunately for the last test, I don't have any 0.3 millimeter stainless steel laying around, much less do I see anyone selling it around, because I've never had any customers ask for it. The closest I have are these business cards, and most of the time these are powder coated aluminum or anodized aluminum. I tried to cut it with this and it kept setting off the lens sensor. Now I don't know if it's because how reflective this is or what. It just did not like it, because I know I've seen diodes cut it that are lower power than this, and I know this should have no issue cutting these cards, especially if this was stainless. Like I said, I don't have anyone around me that sells it that thin, and much less none of my customers ask for it, and because I don't know what people's going to be doing with 0.3 millimeter stainless. Like I said, that's just one of the odd things out there. Can it cut it? More than likely. Like I said, but I just don't have any of that laying around, much less I don't know where to buy anything that thin. So, because if I'm cutting something out, it's going to be a lot thicker than that. And if it's going to be metal, if it's not etching, I'm going to fire up a plasma table or a water jet. Now with this Falcon 2 60 watt, like I said, you watch me cut out some thick hardwood, you watch me cut out some acrylic. We attempted to do some aluminum that didn't quite work out, but that's 90% more likely all on me. Now with this laser, like I said, it has 3 settings on there. Like I said, we got the 22 watt, the 40 watt, and the 60 watt. And it's all adjustable with one click, which with this built-in camera and for the auto positioning, definitely can set stuff up and give you that super high auto positioning that makes it real effective for you. Now with that 60 watt, like I said, we're going to cut up to 0.3 millimeter stainless steel, 20 millimeter wood, 30 millimeter black acrylic, all on one pass. Like I said, I've watched the 20 watt original Falcon 2 I have cut that thick acrylic like it was nothing. And so I do have some plans with this on some DIY projects I got coming up, that I'm going to use the thickest acrylic I can find. Like I said, on average 90% of the stuff I do is 1/4 inch, and at 1/4 inch this is going to have no issue with that at all. Now this being a fully enclosed laser, like I said, at 60 watts of power, it is borderline commercial. Like I said, you're starting to move out of that DIY into the commercial aspect of it. Hence why I have 2 of these lasers sitting right here. So with 60 watts of power, I'm going to be able to sit here and cut lots of other stuff and keep these running simultaneously along with my big CO2 lasers in here. Where this right here, if I'm doing some nice small acrylic jobs, heck, best believe I'm going to throw it on there because it's quick and easy to set up. Like I said, I don't no longer have to worry about the fumes going throughout my shop because we're no longer in that open gantry like the original Falcon 2. We're fully enclosed, and then we got 60 watts of power, which means it's going to burn through just about anything we throw at it. Then at the same time, you can't forget, we have the 1.6 watt diode to go with it for your high-end picture engravings, where I can start this on here, come back several hours later, and after it's done doing what it does, we'll have that nice outcome of a picture. Now, I've tested this out on the original Falcon 2 Pro, and we've had great luck with that. Heck, we even posted some clips of that in some of our previous videos over it, and it's just a great little diode. 1.6 watts, you're thinking, oh, that's not going to do much, but that's where you're wrong. You get that nice precise dot. Like I said, the more power, the bigger the dot. So less power, the smaller the dot. So you're able to get that fine pinpoint accuracy with that 1.6 watt. Now you might ask, Jeff, why does that laser have 3 settings? Why do you need 3 different settings? Well, the 22 watt we're going to use on your thinner stuff like paper, leather, some of your thin boards or fabrics. Where 40 watt we're going to go to the much harder materials like some of your thinner acrylics, MDF, wood, some of your plastic sheets. And then the 60 watt is when we start going into them thick boards, your rubbers, the metal, and like I said, when you're trying to just get that oomph you need to push through whatever material it is you're trying to cut. Like I said, at the 60 watt, I'm not engraving. The 22 watt and the 1.6 where I'm going to do my engraving. The 40 watt and 60 watt, I'm going to do nothing but cutting because that's what's going to excel at. Now, as the Falcon series continues to gain popularity and market acceptance, Creality is dedicated to rinse the experience by establishing a sub-brand from the Creality Falcon. So it is, you got your Creality 3D and now your Creality Falcon underneath the Creality umbrella. And that's a move they have to help gear more towards focus on the laser game. Because like I said, as far as the 3D game, heck, they got some of the best out there on the market. I do have a few of the Creality 3D printers. I haven't done anything with them on the channel, but I do own some of the 3D printers. You might have seen some of the stuff on my Instagram if you haven't followed it. I recommend doing that. But like I said, with the Creality, like I said, you got your all-in-one enclosed laser engraver. Like I said, and ever since I've started using Creality products, I've had great luck with them. The original Falcon 2, when I first got it, like I said, it was a staple in my shop, and it stayed my main open gantry for a good little while. Like I said, I even set aside my Xtool D1 that started everything, and never touched it again. Never touched it again after that. Like I said, it still actually sits in the same spot. I don't use it. And like I said, as soon as I got the Falcon 2, which was my second diode, heck, it worked better. It ran circles around. I knew how to exactly use it. I was able to use light burn real well with it with no issues. The Xtool used light burn as well, but like I said, there's a few little things I didn't like on there, and it was easier for me to work and maintain on this. And like I said, these are based off of that original Falcon 2, and I mean, as far as styling, you can tell it looks almost exactly the same. It's a great, strong machine. Like I said, it ain't going nowhere. The only one complaint I have about Creality, please stop using these. I know they got different settings on here for different things, but they're so easy to lose. I don't know, I've spent a long time trying to find this setup block before I finally just ended up cutting a few extras out of wood, so I had them laying around. Please do something about that. I know this laser is phenomenal. This is my only complaint about these lasers every time. Now, as you get to look at this machine, it is a beautiful looking laser. Everything is nicely done on it. Like I said, there isn't much to put together on here. Like I said, you can refer to the original video I have in this. It will be in the comments. But like I said, we have a lot going on here. We got this nice bed in there. Then the laser, like I said, we got our air detection, fire detection, lens detection to make sure everything is working as it should, and to give you reminders, hey, something's not right, clean your lens, turn your air on. And then right up here, we got our camera that integrates with the light burn. We got our e-stop, we got our key. Coming on over here, we got an SD slot. And if you want more air adjustment, we got right here, so you can set your air. Now let's say light burn, we can turn it off and on, but this right here is where we actually adjust our pressure. As we make our way to the back side, we got our air exhaust right here. Like I said, now Creality does make a unit that will integrate with this, so you're actually using it as a filtration system. I do not have that filtration system. I'd love to test it out, but I unfortunately do not have one at the moment. As you see, we got our pull-out drawer. Now the stuff that's in there, you'll have to tune in for the next video I have over this to see what I made with it. But we have a great looking unit. Not just one unit. We have two of them over here. We have the 60. We got the 40. Thank y'all for tuning in as we check out the newest from Creality. Like I said, if you enjoyed this, hit that subscribe button, as we're going to come back in probably 1 to 2 weeks where I have some stuff where I'm going to go even more off into this with some projects. I wanted to mainly show off a lot of the stuff that this can do with that 60 watt head. Like I said, it's just so much power. Like I said, you're talking 30 millimeter black acrylic. A lot of CO2s have issue with that in one pass. I know I would never do that on my big CO2 over there, just because, heck, it's not going to like that heat produced by that. Where this right here, granted we only did 17 millimeter acrylic today. Well, glued together 17 millimeter acrylic, because that's all we have laying around here right now. But I do have some big stuff on order, and as soon as it gets off back order, it's supposed to be shipping to me within about the next week, week and a half. And as soon as it does, I'm going to have something real nice for y'all. I just need y'all to hit that subscribe, check it out. And if you want to buy one of these, Creality is doing a special for the first 200 people. I have links down in the description, and if not, they do have specials going on all the times for either one of these units. I do recommend this 60 watt just for the fact you got not just 60 watt, you got 40 watt, 22 watt, and that 1.6 watt whenever you change out that head. And that right there will save you a lot of headaches and time and money, because you basically have 4 lasers in one. Till next time, y'all take it easy.